In this video, we are going to look at the character of Spider-Man. And Spider-Man is obviously uh, an iconic superhero. His human alter ego is Peter Parker, and his love interest within the comics or films we see is Mary Jane. His best friend, who then later goes on to become one of his enemies, Harry Osborn. And in terms of becoming the superhero, as the famous story goes, Peter was bitten by a spider, which then resulted in him developing these extra abilities that he would go on to have. His personal life, he's sort of very studious, he's good at academia, and he uses that to great effect as part of his investigative work in tracking down the villains. And turning to his actual abilities, we know that he has obviously the web fluid that comes out of him, and this is coupled with the hyper senses that he has, which is known as the Spider-Man sense. So every time there is danger, he's able to sense it just before and then act accordingly. On top of that, he does have good flexibility, strength, um, agility, and unlike other superheroes, he does sort of have a more humane element. So, in comparison to, for example, Superman, he's not someone that's obviously from another planet. He's an ordinary human who just happened to be bitten by a radioactive spider, which then resulted in him with those powers. Now, as we turn to the actual drawing itself, we can see there Spider-Man standing in a nice pose with his fists closed. So he's looking there and showing off just how powerful he is. And the classic Spider-Man suit is visible as we add the sort of wrinkles towards the suit there. And of course, in the middle of the chest, you can see the spider that symbolizes the superhero. Now we turn towards coloring in the suit, and of course, staying true to uh, the superhero, we've kept it red, as you can see there. So the top half there is filled in with that classic iconic red. As we then move on to the bottom part with the boots, which are also red. And we fill it in now, the latter bits, with the blue. There we go. And blue again. There we have that. Fill in the rest with blue. And that is practically that